There are many things hidden around Dandy's world that you may have missed because you SUCK! And are bad at the game and died toxins. I've compiled a list of 20 things you may have. There is a UGC shop in the lobby that sells Dandy's pedals, and the sign out front refers to him as Dandy's Dance Fair. You can see that this is Dandy's real name through a character interaction where Tejan calls Dandy Dandicus. Gardenview is an educational center and museum where toons interact with people, and there are rules surrounding them. One rule mentions listening to toon handlers. You can see the toon handlers in-game and they appear similar to the toon they care for. You can watch multiple repeating cartoons playing throughout the maps, and they contain Dandy talking, Dandy and Astro talking, Dandy throwing pebble in the air repeatedly, V's game show, and Shelly doing archaeology. There are multiple storyboards that you can find scattered on tables and floors, which reveal that there are at least 3 seasons to the cartoons that are made using the toons. Some of these storyboards feature characters that aren't playable yet, such as Sprout. If you go into settings and turn on toggle loadouts, you can become Dandy's world's biggest pervert and stalk everyone's loadout like a creep spying on someone through a laptop webcam. When you complete all of the mastery quests on the toon, you unlock the vintage skin, and it mimics old cartoons in their pie eyes. But let's be honest, the color scheming is really fucking ugly on most characters and is only used as a status symbol. You can change the skin back to normal when you click view on your character and select default as your skin. In the lobby, you can see 6 dye cans behind Dandy, and these colors correspond to the colors of his petals, meaning he is dyeing his petals and has pronouns. Dandy is a fox-kin, gender-void demiqueer, and in a homosexual relationship with Astro, and you can see Astro has his very own Diddy room. If you unlock enough research on Twisted Dandy, the game reveals that the Ichor operation is all Dandy's fault. Dandy becomes angry if you don't buy from him and has a chance to spawn if you keep him angry long enough, and he one-shots you if you touch him. Interestingly enough, Dandy can return to normal after being twisted, which shows he can become twisted at will. Ichor is the currency used in Dandy's world to purchase toons and trinkets. Ichor is extracted from machines and is present on the twisted designs themselves. Ichor is often described as the liquid that is the blood of gods in Greek mythology. I think Matt Pat will enjoy dissecting this frame by... Behind Dandy in the shop, you can see Help BBC written out in cubes, and you can see Help BBC again near the tree in the lobby. In the same spot, you can see BBC backwards, and then BBC backwards again. Now, you may be wondering what this could possibly mean. I've actually done some digging around the concept art of Dandy's world. This actually refers to a secret character, Brown Buttercorn. On September 11th, 2001, American Airlines Flight 11 and United Airlines Flight 175 were crashed into the Twin Towers after being hijacked. Now, you may be saying, what the fuck? What does this have to do with Dandy's world? Well, you can see various movie posters throughout the maps and lobby of Dandy's world. They have dates ranging from 1997 to 2002. This means that every single one of the toons have experienced 9/11. Toodles is a worthless character, and if you play them, I'm killing you. I'm killing you! There is no justification for half of the shit that these Toodles players do. When there's 50 chat messages telling you that there's an evil Roger, twisted Roger, whatever, you shouldn't pick it up. But they still do. Toodles do nothing but grief because their stats are worthless and they are meaningless. Number 14. Dandy's Inferno! I was a garage sale when I saw a strange cover for a game called Dandy's World. And then the old man came to me and said, "You can have that for free." And when I was walking home, I turned around to look at the old man, and he was gone. I put it in my PC, but the title screen said, Dandy's Inferno, and the lobby was red and hellish. I went to Dandy's shop, and his eyes were red, and his petals were red, and all the toons were dead and bloody behind him. He had bloodshot red eyes and hyper-realistic blood on his petals, and he said to me, "I will twisted Dandy's world." And it shut off. I was so scared I couldn't sleep for days. 7 days later, I opened my door, and there I saw it. The Dandy's plush with red blood petals and a evil grin. I hope that no one ever find this game and you don't ever trust the Dandy. Sometimes Dandy's petals just randomly change color. This is why you always take your Dandies swimming on the first dates to wash off their petal dye to see if they're truly evil. Sometimes when you join Dandy's World, you may see people LARPing in the lobby. This may be because the player base is comprised of children, even though the target audience is clearly grown men. These people also play in roleplay runs and take them extremely seriously. I wanna kill myself. Everyone considers floor 17 to be the hardest floor and nearly impossible. Clearly, nobody has ever passed it in the history of D&D's World because every single fucking pub dies by floor 17! When you're in the elevator, you can see that there are 65 buttons, which might mean that floor 65 is the basement floor. What could possibly be here? Brown buttercorn. Listen is ugly and looks like Boss Baby. When you're good at the game and get to higher floors, twisteds can repeat themselves, which can lead to stuff like double shrimpos. Unfortunately, this is true for main characters. This means that when main characters dupe, the debuffs they apply fucking stack, which makes Shelly floors even more fun. Thankfully, debuffs in Dandy's World have diminishing returns, so one Shelly brings your extraction speed down by 50%, while two Shellys bring your extraction speed down by 75%. It's still ass though.